I like for the hair to talk to me so I can have a kind of like a relationship with the hair, if you will, and that hair starts talking to me because there's certain things that I know and I can feel for that if there's extra weight somewhere. So I'm actually just going through it and feeling it. I love natural hair. I love women that wear natural hair, and this is just the type of hair I like to play around with and like to work with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Filipino shears with this instead of using the small shears. A lot of times we can use the small shears on a cut like this, but in this particular case, I'm gonna use my Filipino shears because I get a better cut with it for me. Like I say, I really don't want to change the style of what she already has. I really love the fullness of it. So we're gonna, first of all, we're gonna concentrate on taking the weight off the back, and then we're also gonna get rid of some of these bad ends up here. But the main thing is to add some shape, give her a little bit more body down in the lower area and in the nape area. And then we're gonna straight shake, rattle, and roll, mama. So you ready to go? All right. So now what I'm gonna do is proceed to grab my shears, my Filipino shears, and I usually use Andy's Cool Lube. And the reason why, because this Cool Lube not only just keeps your clippers cool, but it also, the spray, it also is a disinfectant. And not only is it disinfectant, but it also lubricates your clippers. And for me, it lubricates my shears. In early history, barbers used to use shears more than anything else. Now that things have changed, it used to be shears to hand clippers, from hand clippers now to electric clippers. And so now most new barbers, the new generations, are actually relying on clippers instead of using shears. And the shears are really the heart, the paintbrush of the haircut. So basically what we do is once we start moving up on the hair, we want to start making sure this fullness is still there and she still has a lot of body. We want to get rid of the bad ends. So what we can do is you can take your finger or a comb, whichever your choice is. I usually use my finger. I separate the hair. I pull it forward and I take it down. Same way, pull it down, forward. These are your ends here. This is your line that you created. And the longer the hair gets, the more you want to concentrate on those ends, because sometimes people using heat, different chemicals on the hair, that can cause that hair to get damaged. So you always want to check it and make sure. And if a client is actually going and seeing their stylist often, the stylist should pick that up and see that they're not dealing with those issues. Again, we pull that hair up. This is your line right here. And so all we do is get rid of those ends. Don't rush through this, because at the end of the day, you want her to be happy, you want to be happy, and then this is what you call having good service. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually going through the hair with my fingers, okay? As like if I'm using it as a comb. Because what we want to do is we don't want to lose her curls. So we don't want to split it and we don't want to pull it apart. All we want to do is just go through it and check our work. And I call hairstyles like this punky and funky. And the reason why is because it can go real punky, but then at the same time, she can put on an evening dress and still look good. And this is very natural. A lot of women now are wearing their hair natural and they're getting out of the colors and the perms and they're just really wearing their hair natural. So since they're gonna wear their hair natural, the best thing to do is keep it healthy. And see, a lot of women say, well, you know, my hair doesn't grow. Well, if you use the right products and you take care of your hair and you keep the ends cut, then hey, this hair will grow like wildflowers. If I was to pull one of her strands out, I mean, you can really see exactly how long her hair truly is. So, you know, when it comes to actually doing a style like this, it's because of her curls is creating the look that she has right now. So what I'm doing now is I'm grabbing some of her natural curls and I'm actually twirling them. So again, grab the hair, twist it one time, put it in both hands like this, and then you roll it. Roll. That's called a palm roll. See that? See how it curls on the end? That means the hair is not splitting, because split end usually curls and they go opposite from each other. and at the same time, her hair can grow healthy and strong. And like I say, you can check over your work. See that? Healthy. So now, basically what we're doing is I'm just going over and grabbing the back to match what I did in the front. And you know, you can pull this out, but because I've closed it in closer and tighter to her face, I'm just bringing the hair closer in the nape area as well. And this is what I call punky and funky.